Hello everybody, this is me Vinu Venkatesh again on behalf of Sai Education for Comparative Examinations. So we're going to start a new topic today, square roots, cube roots and dices. So I hope you've been following our lectures so far. Please do keep practicing because we're going to cover some material quite soon. Okay, now before we start doing the questions, I just want to explain the concept of square roots, cube roots and dices. Okay, let's look at an example. 2 into 2 can be written as 2 square or 2 raised to 2, and that is equal to 4. We know that, right? What is square root of 4? Square root of 4 means nothing but find the number which when multiplied by itself once will give you this number. Square root of 4 can be written as 4 raised to 1 by 2. Okay, and since this is a square root, the only number which when multiplied by itself gives 4 is 2. And yes, it can also be minus 2. Understood? Because minus 2 into minus 2 is equal to 4. Therefore, strictly speaking, square root of 4 should be plus or minus 2. Alright? But for now, just understand that square root of 4 is 2. Similarly, what is square root of 25? It is 5. So you'll have to memorize some of the square roots, like 2 into 2 is 4, 1 into 1 is 1. Understood? This is how you solve it. Now look at number 6. This is also similar. Now let's try. What is number 6? 0.1 plus square root of, so there are two square root symbols. Okay. Now we will have to use some logic. Now we know that square of 1 is 1. Everybody, this is me Vinu Venkatesh again on behalf of Sai Education for Comparative Examinations. So we were discussing square roots, cube roots and dices last time. Let us continue with the lecture. We finished the first two questions. We talked about how to calculate it using the shortcut method. We'll come to 3 and 4 later. I would like to do number 5 onwards right now. Okay, now they have given that root of 625 is 25. Then they are asking what is the root of 6.25. Okay, now 625, now let us do this. Okay, they have given that root of 625 is equal to 25. Root of 6.25 is equal to how much? So you can write 6.25 is equal to 625 divided by 100 is equal to, okay, is equal to root of 625 divided by root of 100. Root of 625, they have already given us 25. What is square root of 100? It is 10. Remember, I told you last time to learn to memorize the squares from numbers 1 to 25 at least, and also the cubes from 1 to 25 or 1 to 30, so that you can answer these kind of questions easily. Is equal to, so coming back to the question, it's 25 by 10, which is 2.5. See, yes, this is a correct answer. Now this you can easily do. Number 8, okay, k divided by square root of 5 is 2 into square root of 5. So what is k? Simply multiply it. 2 into square root of 5 into square root of 5 is nothing but square root is nothing but 5, and therefore 2 into 5 is 10, right? Why is square root, see, square root of 5 into square root of 5 is equal to what? Square root of 25, which is 5. It's as simple as that. That's why we got that answer. Okay. All right. Number 9. Square root of x plus cube root of 125 is equal to 10. Then what is x? So by now you should know the cube root of 125. But anyway, let us do it by ourselves. Let's see. Okay. So square root of x plus cube root of 125 is equal to 10. So this implies square root of x is equal to 10 minus 5. What is 5? 5 is nothing but the cube root of 125, which is 10 minus 5 is 5. So how do you, so root of x is equal to 5. Therefore let us take the square of both sides. So root of x whole square is equal to 5 square. Therefore Remember, now see, square root of x can be written as x raised to 1 by 2 raised to 2 is equal to 5 square. So 2 and 2 get cancelled, and therefore you have x equals to 5 square or 25, which is the correct answer here. There you can see it. Okay. Now number 10. Find the length of the longest pole that can be placed in a room 12 meters long, 8 meters broad and 9 meters high. So we are talking of a room which is a cuboid. Okay, well, not a rectangle. What is a cuboid? Cuboid is something that looks like this. It has a length, it has a breadth, and it has a height. There is a room which is like a cuboid. That is why they have given length, breadth, and height. Now they are asking you to find the length of the longest pole that can be put inside a room, which is a cuboid. So as per theory, the longest pole or the longest line that can be drawn inside a cuboid is nothing but the length of its diagonal. So the diagonal will go like this. For example, it will go from point A here to, let's say this is point D. So AD is the diagonal, and we are asked to find the length of this pole, the longest pole that can be put inside the room, which is nothing but the diagonal. So the length of the diagonal D, okay, let us call AD equal to D, is nothing but square root of length square plus breadth square plus height square. So here length is given as how much? 12 meters, breadth is 8 meters, and height is 9 meters. So find the squares of all this, then find the square root. It's nothing but 17. You should know the square root of these now, because I told you try to learn the squares from 1 to 25 and the cubes also from 1 to 25, at least 1 to 30. Okay, now number 11 is very similar to number 8, 7, what we did, so I'm not going to do it. Let's move on to number 12. Right, let us start number 12. Find the smallest square which can be divided by 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8, and they have given you the answer options. So let us start with, let us look at the answer options and work from there, okay? We have to do shortcuts. So all these numbers are divisible by 5 except 1007. So obviously option C is not the answer, okay? Now let's look at 250. The rest of them are divisible by 5. That A, B and D are divisible by 5. Okay. Is 250 divisible by 3? No. So A is not the answer. What about B? Is it divisible by 3? Yes. Is it divisible by 4? Yes. It's already divisible by 5. We know that. What about 6? Yes. 6 into 600 is 3600. What about 8? It is 450 into 8 is equal to 3600. So I think option B is the right answer. Let us double check again with number D. Is it divisible by 3? No, it's not. So D is not the right answer. Option B is the right answer, which is correct. Okay. So sometimes you have to use the answer options and find out which is the likely answer. Okay. So this is one more way of doing things, or you can do it the way they have done. But I would prefer if you do it this way because it's easier and faster. Okay, same technique you can apply here, or you can apply their technique. Which is the smallest number by which multiplied by 700 we will get a, okay, in this case, okay, we will get a perfect cube, okay. So in this case, first find the LCM of 700. You will get 700 divided by 2 is 350, which further divided by 2 gives you 175, and so on. Now, you will see that the LCM can be written as, so we got the LCM as is equal to how much? 2 into 2 into 5 into 7 into 5. So in order to get a perfect cube, we have to multiply this, that is 700, by an additional 2 into 5 into 7 into 7. That is this now in order to make it a perfect cube, we should have 3 of each of these factors. Now there are only 2 2's, so we have to multiply it by another 2. We have 2 5's, so we have to multiply by another 5. We have only 1 7, therefore we have to multiply by 2 7's. So the least number by which 700 should be multiplied in order to get a perfect cube is 2 into 5 into 7 into 7, which is equal to 490, which is option A. That's what that they have given. Okay. Brings us to the end of the lecture for today. We will continue with our lecture in the next class, so please keep practicing. Please put your comments in the feedback section or in the comment section, sorry, so that we can get back to you. All the best and take care.